More junk. Recycle, 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 junk, recycle. Wait. It's here. Free money from banks. And you thought I was kidding. Hi, I'm James, and this is My Last 20. One of the things that I found strange, and I asked myself this, and I'm sure you're asking yourself this, is why a bank would want to give you free money. I don't have a freaking clue. The best I can figure is that by giving me $300, somebody else somewhere is going to pay that. In terms of fees, in terms of extra services, loans, whatever. But it still doesn't make any sense at all. Now, over the years, I've dealt with Chase Bank a lot, and I really enjoy their customer service, particularly on the credit cards. I mean, you call them up, you get an answer, you're done. So I have no problem giving my business to Chase. But one thing I did have a problem with, and the last time I got Chase to give me free money, was that they were using celebrities as their advertising vehicle. They had some basketball player and some tennis player and some fencer, I think. You know, just these like random highly paid sports personalities that they were giving millions of dollars to. I think that while they were running that campaign and the free money campaign at the same time, that they found out they got a lot more customers at a lot less money by giving away free money instead of running ads with a basketball player dribbling with one hand and holding their phone app in the other. So we're going to see what happens today, and we are off now to the bank. Now, Chase wouldn't let me video my time in the bank, so while I'm inside opening my new account, let's take a look at the fine print, just to make sure there's nothing that I can't do. Because tripping over some obscure requirement and not being able to get the free money would really suck. First, I've got to open the account, duh, and deposit at least $25 when I do. Next, I've got to set up a direct deposit of a paycheck, pension, or government benefit, and this is where Chase tries to get sneaky. The fine print says that the direct deposit has to be from your employer or the government. In short, it doesn't. It can, and in my case will, come directly from me. The only real requirement, down at a technical level, is that the deposit comes in as an ACH electronic transaction. ACH has been how I've paid all my bills and moved money between accounts for the past 18 years, so yeah, I can totally do this. The next thing is to make sure I don't get hit with any service fees during the time I have this account open. So here are some options as to the things I can do to keep from getting a service fee. I'm going to choose option 1 because I'll use this account to pay my Chase credit card that we talked about back in episode 8. But option 2 will be okay too if you've got that kind of money lying around and you don't have a Chase checking account. Option 3 is just not good, as you'd make more money than the $12 service fee by keeping the $5,000 in any number of other investments. So that was it. 20 minutes of driving, half hour at the bank, $300. Of course, I've got to go do some of the fine print things, like actually set up the direct deposit, but that's not a big deal. That takes about, 2 minutes a month. So basically, with my hour today and 6 months at 2 minutes a month, that gives me an hour and 15 minutes. Let's call it an hour and a half. I'm getting $200 an hour for this little exercise. That's not bad. Now let's take a look at the actual steps I went through when I opened the account, up until I got my $300 free dollars. First, here's my opening deposit of $90 to activate the account. I'd wanted it to be $100, but for some reason I left a 10 somewhere. Of course, the account was approved. They probably approve all accounts. Next, I set up the new Chase account to be able to get ACH deposits from my Vanguard account. To do that, they send 2 small deposits that I need to verify with Vanguard to prove it's my account and that I didn't type something wrong. Then, Vanguard takes its 99 cents back, and I thought I was cheap. Finally, I send them my first direct deposit of $500 to trip the free money offer, and I'm done. Next, it's me getting my $90 back, the $90 I used to open the account. I told you I was cheap. And here is my free $300. Now I'm going to use this account to pay my Chase credit card, which, to get free travel, I use for every expense I have. For me, this adds one extra step when I pay my bills each month, which is to do my direct deposit into this account. If your travel card is not with Chase, or whatever bank you got to give you free money, then it could possibly add 2 steps. One to get the money into the bank, and another to pay the credit card at a different bank. Now, getting free money from banks, or free travel from credit cards, are really just samples of opportunities you might find if you keep your eyes open. Companies are doing everything.
There are all sorts of things companies are doing to get our business. Why our business, I think, is important to them is mostly a function of how their business is valued. Sure, it's valued by their investors, by how much money they make, but there's also a value to how many customers they have and how long those customers have been there and what sort of product portfolio those customers hold. That's information. That's information that can be sold, it's information that has value, and it's information that we provide to them in exchange for the free money. That's been today's adventure. I'm James, and this has been My Last 20. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Now I got to get back to driving before I crash this thing.